Hey, it's your boy, KC Boxing Channel, coming to you with another video. And yes, I am talking about Big Baby Gerald Miller. Is he all talk, or is he an underrated heavyweight? KC has an opinion on that. He is not underrated. He's a damn bum. That's my opinion. He got with Eddie Hearn, and of course we know how Eddie Hearn will promise this, promise that, and Big Baby couldn't even sell out his hometown. Him or Danny Jacobs. What have you done for me lately? We all know that song from Janet Jackson. That's what Danny Jacobs and Gerald Miller should be asking Eddie Hearn. What have you done for me lately? And the question and the answer is not a damn thing. Because they couldn't even sell out the Barclays Center. Their own hometown, New York, Brooklyn. That's right. Now, on October the 6th, that the Zone app will have its first U.S. debut. And the U.S. card had the main event as Jesse Vargas and Dolomé. Then the co-main event would be Gerald Miller. Now, Gerald Miller is just all talk. I'm going to tell you right now. He's all talk and no action. Now, what he has said about Anthony Joshua, disgrace. You know, this is boxing. You know, I know things can get personal sometimes, but it shouldn't have to get that personal where you sit there and you talk about somebody's mama like you want to take her out for a date. You know, you don't say shit like that. Then he turned around and said, you know, I smell pussy. You know, you don't say, you know, you just don't do that. Okay? I'm just going to keep it real. You just don't do that. And yes, Gerald Miller is all talk. He can't punch. Now, he's a big guy. I have to admit that. But a heavyweight with that much weight, all you have to do is take him into the late rounds, keep stabbing that body, and drown him. Simple tactic. And as I mentioned, he can't punch. So sure, you can punch a punching bag. Then we got these so-called boxing reporters. I seen one interview to have him to hit the heavyweight bag, and a boxer media would say, oh wow, damn, you hit that hard. And he just yeah, you know, that ain't nothing. You know, yeah, anybody can hit a bag. I can hit a bag hard like that, as long as it's not moving and it don't hit me back. So yes, you know, he's a big joke, and I'm not afraid to say I'm sorry that you all might like him, but I don't like how he carries himself as a heavyweight or as a professional in this sport of boxing. Does he have a legitimate beef with Anthony Joshua? Yes and no. He was promised a fight with Anthony Joshua. Yes, he was. We all remember when Eddie Hearn told him, you know, when you fight Saturday night, it was a fight coming up Saturday night for Miller, and when you win or get a knockout, I want you to stand up and say, I want Joshua. And you know what? That dumbass did it. Have you fought Joshua yet? No. Has his name been mentioned? No. But the dumbass did it anyway. And he's still kissing his ass, Eddie Hearn ass, like he done something so spectacular for him. Same with Danny Jacobs. I'm touching M's. That's why I got with HBO. HBO ain't shit no more. Why are you bragging? There's nothing to brag about. You're not fighting nobody replicable. You fight on an app with a bunch of B-level fighters and a bunch of amateurs making their pro debut. That's what everybody gonna be paying $10 to see, which is bullshit. Now, boxing fans, casual boxing fans, you could do what you want, but KQKC will not pay $10 for that app. I'm sorry, that's just the way I feel. The shit Eddie Hearn pulled against Deontay Wilder can't be forgotten. Not this fast. No, sir. Just ask Lennix Lewis. He spoke so eloquently when he told Anthony Joshua, if you're a champ, you act like a champ. You're the reason why that fight didn't happen. Now, this is his own countryman, Lennix Lewis. Now, I have a lot of respect for Lennix Lewis. I do. He was a great fighter. Great fighter. He even fought out of the gym in Detroit with Emmanuel Stewart. You know, we all know the Crump Gym. We're all familiar with that gym, just like the Plex and a few other gyms around. So he is respected in the sport of boxing as a heavyweight, and he did say, quote unquote, that Eddie Hearn, Team Joshua, messed up that negotiations. Of course he did. Why? Because they did not want to fight Deontay. Now, Lennix Lewis came out and said, no, I think they just didn't want to fight Deontay. Now, he could have said it a little more harsher, but he got his point across. And the people in the UK still buying the shit that Deontay Wilder is holding on to the contract and won't sign it. I read some comments and they say, well, Deontay Wilder lost his pen and lost his pen. God damn. I mean, what does it take for the UK to understand that Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn, bullshitted Deontay Wilder? I mean, damn. Now, I know, this is starting to get old. I know this video is about Big Baby Miller with his phony ass. But, I'm sorry. Sometimes you have to go in on people. You have to go in on people. That's what you got to do. And hope and pray that their asses wake up. And we're not going to talk about Demetrius Andre signing with DAZN. He just fucking out there mentally, you know. He just a mentally unstable cat. But we all know what happened in negotiations. It shouldn't have to be mentioned anymore. It shouldn't have to be brought up anymore. See, when somebody call your damn bluff, like Anthony Joshua did, your master, which is Eddie Hearn, and I'm not talking about racism master, like the slaves had back in the days. I'm talking about his daddy, his master, his owner, his promoter, told him, shut the fuck up. Let me do this. Let me bullshit them. Because when you said $50 million, don't you think they could come up with $50 million? No, they didn't think so. But don't they know who Al Heyman is? Shelley Finkel is? And every time Anthony Joshua opened his mouth, he get a little bit more disliked. That's right. Now, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder are the talk of the heavyweight division. Gerald Washington, shit, they don't even know who the fuck he is now. Sure, he made a little splash on Showbox, on Showtime Extreme. He fought a couple bums. And he thought that shit was cute. So I eat 30 cheeseburgers or some shit. I don't know. But he know Deontay Wilder will knock his ass out. He knows that. He knows that Dylan White would knock him out. That's why he's all up in Joshua's face, calling his mother this and his mother that. And of course, the UK super champ don't say nothing but shut up, be quiet, shut up. No, what you do is you the champ, look, get in his face and say, hey, listen, mate, what you talking is fucking rubbish. I will fuck you up. That's what you're supposed to say. You been talking. Why you didn't talk then? What's going on is the UK. Now, I look at the comments from the UK channels. You know, ILTV, Hatman Strikes Back, and you know, I look at all these comments and I see what's going on now. They starting to ask the serious questions. Why you won't fight Deontay Wilder? What's the hold up? Why you want to fight Povetkin? You know, because Deontay Wilder is a big ass risk. Now, he better be careful because he probably got a lot of shit on his mind because his popularity is strengthening big time. Not only in the UK, but over here in America. The little people that know him. I mean, die-hard boxing fans like me and my subscribers, they know who he is. But I don't even think casual boxing fans know who he is. They called the man Anthony Johnson. He sat there and didn't even correct him. He sat there and smiled. So you tell me. But the point I'm trying to make is Dominic Brazil comes before Gerald Miller. Dylan White comes before Gerald Miller. Parker comes before Gerald Miller. He's not no top heavyweight. He doesn't hold a belt. So, the next best thing to do is what? Act ghetto and talk about somebody's mama. My father always said, man curses because he can't think of the correct words to express himself. So the easiest way is to do what? Curse and talk about somebody's mama. Then I see Anthony Joshua doing an interview not too long after that. Then when the interviewer told him that when Gerald Miller talked about his mama and this and that, and he's talking about, oh, I'm really mad. I'm really mad. I'm really mad. Man, you should have got your ass up out of that interview and said, I'll be back. I need to take care of something. In the sport of boxing, family is off limits. It's just one of those hidden rules. One of the rules that you don't talk about. Now, I can see Angel Garcia, fuck him. He just is a hyper crazy ass dude. But the shit Gerald Miller did, that's uncalled for, But I tell you one thing, he knows who to talk to that way. I guarantee you, he wouldn't have said that to Deontay Wilder. I guarantee you that. Now he's on Deontay Wilder's side. But remember he was calling him Beyonce Wilder? Now he's, well, see, Joshua punked out the fight because he was scared to fight Joshua. True. But don't front now. You had your feet halfway in and halfway out the door with Eddie Hearn. Now he brought your ass all the way in. Had you signed any paperwork about fighting Anthony Joshua? No. They still trying to get Deontay Wilder to sign a contract for April, for January, for March, May, any day. Why? Because they look stupid now. Why? Because Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder will be getting it on. Which he is the lineal champ. Those are Tyson Fury belts. He didn't lose them in the ring. They were vacated. Anthony Joshua just was at the right place at the right time and picked bombs like Charles Martin to take belts off of. Well, he didn't fight Klitschko. Well, he wanted to fight Klitschko, and guess what? Klitschko said no. He didn't want to fight him. He wanted Deontay Wilder to have a couple big fights or whatever, Do your homework, UK people. Now, that's what happened, okay? See, I'm sorry I have to keep repeating myself. Because, see, some people don't look at the videos I did prior. And all the questions that's been asked has been answered. They just don't know it. I'm a new channel. Doing my best. Trying to get the boxing news out. So, I'm not asking you to subscribe. I'm asking you just to look at the videos, and all your questions will be answered. But I tell you one thing, we all know Gerald Miller is not the real deal. We know that. Somebody said, well, Gerald Miller's underrated. No, he's not. He is exactly where his ass should be. Down last on the fucking list. That's why. I'm sorry for the language. Oh yes, I could think of a lot of words to say. I'm not that ignorant. But sometimes you have to put things in perspective to get your point across, or so they can understand it. Sure, Barack Obama wouldn't say it like that. But I'm not Barack Obama. So I'ma say it. His ass is a bum. His ass was promised this and that. Same with Danny Jacobs. Oh, you ain't touched him, shit. How you know what that man has touched? You probably haven't touched it either, Danny Jacobs. You probably have promised. But that doesn't mean shit. And Al Heyman is still your advisor. So he still get a piece of your ass. I'm sorry for going in like this, people. But when someone like Gerald, Big Baby Miller, want to talk shit to Anthony Joshua, to Eddie Hearn now, and he been talking shit about Deontay Wilder, you know, what gives him the right? What have he had done to to have a legitimate beef about his position in boxing? It's pretty much clear. He's not that guy at heavyweight. No, he's not. He is not going to get the big fights he wants. Eddie Hearn probably made it sound good. That's his job, to bullshit fighters. That's his job, to tell Anthony Joshua, shut up. Don't say nothing. Don't talk to the media. Matter of fact, that little zone high coming out party in the warehouse, wasn't no American journalists there, but maybe a couple. I mean, just keep it real. I respect a man more for humbling himself, for keeping everything real. KQ, KC Boxing Channel. I'm a new channel. I'm very, very unbiased channel. Yes, Gerald Miller is an American boxer, but he's a bullshit American boxer. I have to call it like I see it. It's not fair to my subscribers. It's not fair to the whole boxing fans out there. So, with that, that's all I have. KC Boxing Channel. If you like what this decorative new channel's going, man, hit that icon bell. You'll get notified every time I upload a video. And also, make sure you hit that like button. That's important. And with that, that's all I have. I'm going to see you when I see you. Peace.